Good Lord in heaven. I'm alive! Hello, internet friends. I've returned from what seemed like utter darkness. You could say that it was hell, mixed with the Batcave. I recently went through a comic book phase again and decided to explore superhero-themed content in Doom. And I found one total conversion that brought me joy, yet also occasional savage rage. I bid you welcome to the world of Batman. I don't believe most of you need any introduction to who Batman is. But for the uninitiated, here's a quick summary. Bruce Wayne, better known as the Batman, is a comic book superhero who dresses like a bat and fights crime primarily at night with his bare fists and a variety of gadgets. He's a billionaire playboy and a philanthropist. He has one sacred rule: never take another person's life. Seems simple, but his motivations include preventing another murder like what happened to his parents when he was young. And he won't use guns. Hold on. You're an American, but you won't use guns because you're an orphan? What a fucking pussy. Be like the Punisher. The Punisher's cool. He uses guns. Oh, wait. He's dead. Never mind. So, back to Batman. He has a butler named Alfred who raised him like a father. His sidekick and adopted son, named Dick Grayson, who was the first Robin. When Dick went to college, the Batman adopted another orphan named Jason Todd. A troubled youth who was going down a dark path. Also dead, but not really. Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing, and Jason Todd dies, returns from the dead, and then becomes the murderous Red Hood. Now that we established all of this, let's talk about a great period for Batman comics. During the 90s, the Dark Knight's comics fucking ruled. We got graced with some of the absolute best, not just in terms of art, but also in storytelling. The comic series I'll be talking about in this video is Knightfall. After recently reading every issue of Knightfall I could find, I have to say this is really what got me back into liking Batman again. Ignore the current comic timeline, or the new movies, or any of the new cartoons, fuck all of those. This right here, next to the animated series and beyond, is peak Batman, along with a few video games we'll eventually talk about. Knightfall is when DC decided that the Batman must be broken in multiple different ways. The prelude and the full Knightfall series is when we also got introduced into a villain that seems to drastically change with every iteration of Batman ever since, with some exceptions. Before Knightfall, the Batman was already exhausted and mentally unstable from a series of horrible events. Superman's death, Barbara Gordon's crippled state from the Joker's evil joke, Jason Todd being brutally bludgeoned to death by the Joker and being blown to smithereens, also by the Joker, which I thought was a little bit funny due to the overkill, but regardless, Batman getting addicted to the same drug that Bane uses, Venom, and Batman getting brainwashed by Deacon Blackfire. After these events, then we come to Prelude to Knightfall, where we see the world's most savage prison in South America, Peña Duro. Here, a frightened, troubled young boy becomes a savage killer known as Bane. After witnessing a vision of the future of him killing Gotham's Bat, he escapes the prison and heads out to the great city with vengeance in mind. He breaks out every single criminal in Arkham Asylum with the help of his 3 accomplices, Bird, Trog, and Zombie, who do not make any appearances in the mod I'll be playing. But Bird's Falcon's out there, and they're annoying as shit! Throughout Knightfall, the Batman's morale gets weakened as his spirit wanes on. He's a tired and embittered man by the end, going through the motions. He has no passion to fight crime anymore, and by the end of Knightfall, Bane ambushes the Batman, and, well, an iconic moment happens. Where Deacon Blackfire fails, Bane succeeded in breaking the Dark Knight, both physically and mentally, and he discovered his secret identity. Bruce Wayne was broken and is out of action. Taking up Bruce's mantle was a man known as Jean Paul Valley, and he was a much more savage Dark Knight, mirroring Bane in a way. Not as intelligent as the masked luchador, but just as violent. His superhero persona was the now famous Azrael, the Avenging Angel. Okay, now that we got all of that out of the way, it's time to don the cowl, throw on the cape, latch on your utility belt, and pull out your Bat credit card, because you will not believe this shit is free. It's time to be Batman. Alright, internet friends, it's time to get down and dirty with Batman. And no, not in a sexual kind of way. This is not the Bat Nipple episode. We will not be talking about the Joel Schumacher Bat Nipple fiasco in this episode, or ever on this show. This will be the only time. Brain drain! God, I feel fucking disgusted now. Sorry, Joel. No dissing the dead, but that corporately mandated piece of crap should not be on your filmography. R.I.P. Mr. Schumacher. In any case, this first level showcases the incredible graphics for the time of this Total Conversion's release. Can you believe this was made in 1999? I still can't. And it's made to be Vanilla Doom compatible, no less. Awesome. I'm playing a remaster that works with modern source ports like GZ Doom, and it's pretty good. This really captures the spirit of Batman, and it feels like you're transplanted into the comics world. There's so many details everywhere. Though, I gotta say, Batman's punching in this mod, yeah, that looks pretty unfortunate. Nice fucking model! No, Batman, this isn't the time to jack it. Aw, damn it, not the bat crotch! Go on, Shoo, get out of here! After dealing with this ninja bastard, yes, they're called Razor's Ninja, I don't know why. Please leave a comment about why these are ninjas when they look like some weird BDSM 80s Elvis cosplay that smashed with the Prince album. And these guys are fucking cheap! So, you defeat this ninja using a smoke bomb that apparently explodes, and then boom! You've finished the first map, and you're now in the Batcave. Sweet. These criminals are tough, but I'm tougher, because I'm the goddamn Batman! This mod has some great tunes to go along with the gameplay. I love the MIDI tracks a lot in this, as they really fit with Batman overall. As for the sounds, Ace Team used a variety of sound libraries for the sound effects and enemies, but also used some strange sound sources for the bosses. We'll talk more about that later.
What the hell's going on?
The sounds themselves are pretty cheesy, but at least it's not the ear molestation of Simpsons Doom, which is quite surprising for a 90s Doom mod, as many of them are poorly pasted fan works created by one person, usually with no thought or consistency. As far as graphics go, Batman Doom looks beautiful as it captures the aesthetics of the Knightfall comic to a T. The two main artists that are represented are Jim Aparo and Norm Brayfogle. Jim's work is less cartoony and more inspired by Neil Adams and Steve Ditko, while Norm's work is more cartoony, focused on creating a more dark, soupy atmosphere with strong shapes and good compositions. This mod pretty much feels like it's a mix of both. What's even more impressive is how much it was able to capture that comic book aesthetic within the limits of the Doom engine. I also believe this mod is responsible for influencing other retro gaming projects such as Fallen Aces and Forgive Me Father, as both of them utilize a comic book art style, and Batman Doom, as far as I know, is the grandfather of this type of game. The comic book boomer shooter, if you will, or the Coomer shooter. Oh god, what did I just make? The sprite work is some of the best I've seen for this era. Detailed, but not overly big, and it doesn't abuse Doom's scaling properties. Compare this to Simpsons Doom and South Park Doom, both based on similarly popular properties at the time. The only thing that could contend with Batman Doom at the time was, frankly, Aliens TC. I may not ever cover that, but it's good. Go check it out. Try. Sup, friendos? I'm the evil operative Lavender. Agent Scarlet is away doing Scarlet shit. I don't know what that is. All I'm gonna say is that he's in for a shock. He needs to prepare for the blade slit in between his wrists in the next upload, and he will feel agony. Also, Scarlet, if you're hearing this, I shat in your gym bag. Fuck you and Fuck your pissant channel. My channel is gonna be 10 times better, motherfucker. I'll be uploading COD mobile gameplay on YouTube Shorts using AI-generated images and text. It's gonna be the ultimate slot machine to rival even the Chinese slap chambers which festers at the... What just happened? Looks like I have an evil nemesis. A Joker to my Batman. But this poorly timed cutaway gag won't stop me from reviewing this mod. So, let's talk about your arsenal. We got your standard Batman stuff. Batarangs, your standardized Class A jerkin fists, smoke bombs that explode, a wrist mount, and shot. Hang on. This isn't Batman's arsenal. While you'd be partially correct in saying we are playing Batman, I don't know if it's As-Bat or the genuine Batman, but he goes around killing people, or just bludgeoning them half to death, which is pretty on brand for Batman. He'll beat a guy within an inch of his life, cripple him forever, but he won't kill him. Azrael, however, has no qualms with killing people. To go with this As-Bat theme, we have a bunch of guns inside Azrael's gauntlets, such as the Blast Gun, which is totally not a reskin of the Super Shotgun, a flamethrower, a Batarang launcher, and Azrael's claws, which makes the shotgun count too, because one clearly wasn't enough. Some of these weapons have had their behavior changed due to this little-known thing called dehacked. Something that allows you to change Doom's code without having to tear into the engine. It's used for some enemies, but it's mainly for your smoke bombs and the flamethrower. The smoke bombs have an arc of about 15 feet, give or take. Unlike the rocket launcher, which can go on forever. Flamethrower, though, it burns enemies alive, which is off-brand for Batman and feels like he's just sick of everyone's shit. He was just particularly grumpy that day, I guess. Which leads to a big question. Who the hell is the Batman in this game? I don't know. It might just be a combination of both. Otherwise, I have no complaints about these weapons. Use the smoke bombs with caution, because it is still the rocket launcher, just reskinned.
We apologize for the interruption of your regularly scheduled media broadcasts, but this is an important announcement. The UAC does not condone the actions of the vigilante clad in a rubber bat suit. I don't know what it is you hope to accomplish here, but you are doing far more harm than help. You should turn yourself in.
Let me preface this by saying that this isn't a play-by-play of each and every map. Most of the levels comprise of an arc where you're hunting down one of Batman's villains. Let's go over what I liked with some maps and the boss fights, with their arc follow-ups. The first arc is hunting down Killer Croc, but we gotta have a sewer, right? 2 sewers, in fact. This reptile bastard goes down easily and all he can do is just throw rocks at you. The second arc involves stopping a gang war and hunting down the Tallyman. Yes, that's a villain in the comics. He's some obscure villain that's a mercenary who kills people and is related to taxes. Fucking Tallyman? Really? That's your villain name? Ah, whatever. He's a pushover. Just watch out for his hit scan attacks. The third arc is hunting down the Penguin and crashing his cobblecopter. Yeah, screw you too. Just because you're rich doesn't make you hot shit. All that fancy English and attire can't save you from falling like the fat nincompoop you really are. Fourth arc is Batman trying to fight his fears and beating the Scarecrow twice while saving Mayor Kroll. Very cheesy that your first fight with the Scarecrow is in a haunted house, but it wouldn't be the first time. In Batman issue 5-24, the Batman does the exact same thing, where he fights the Scarecrow inside of a horror-themed amusement park attraction, which is what I think this is based off of. To add further credence to that theory, the interiors are drawn by Kelly Jones, and he drew most of the covers for Knightfall, and he's friends with Sam Keith, who drew the cover used as the first image of Batman Doom. Neat. So, after rescuing the mayor, you chase Scarecrow in a city, which features some attempts to jump scare the player. And after that, you keep chasing the Scarecrow through a corn maze where you fight the Master of Fear again. Woohoo! I'm noticing a trend In Batman Doom, it seems like half the boss fights are too easy. Is it any wonder why Jonathan Crane was laughed out of university? I mean, look at this schmuck. Next, you chase after Two-Face while he's breaking out of Blackgate. Then, when you catch up to him, you defeat him while he's robbing a bank. A lot of good that rocket launcher did for you, eh, Mr. Dent?
Blast him!
Following level, you blow up Axis chemicals similar to Batman 89, which is still impressive to this very day to me. I have no idea what black magic they used to get this sequence working, but it's incredible for the Doom engine in the 90s. After that, you fight the Joker, twice, with the first time him escaping after you beat his ass in a theater, and the second time being a homage to Batman 89 again with a fight at the top of the chapel. Finally, we get to the last arc involving the star villain, Bane. And guess what that asshole does? The same thing he did in Knightfall. He breaks out all these bad guys you put into Arkham Asylum. So you gotta fight all these homicidal maniacs again through a damn gauntlet. Not gauntlet. Gauntlet. After all of that crap, you get to fight Bane in the Batcave. 1-on-1. Mono e big scary mono. And his voice is none other than Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat for some reason. But then again, he really is a final boss, so I guess this gets a pass. And look at this shit. 0 damage. Jeez the bastard. Fuck you, Bane, you're not breaking my back. Instead, I'm gonna rip out your damn soul.
Do you feel in charge? Do you feel in charge? Do you feel in charge? You are nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing. Do you feel in charge?
And And that's it for Batman Doom. But here are some things that I found interesting or cool that didn't exactly fit into the summary. The gang war in map 4 was cool to see as a big fight sequence. The annoying snipers definitely added some stress for me. The way the Joker traps you in this part here is fairly creative yet on brand for the Joker. And the secret level somewhere in the city you were chasing the Scarecrow in is... wait. What the fuck is this? Hold on. This is a Batdance worthy appearance. Batdance? What the fuck even is this? This is like my cocaine-filled nightmares come to life. Prince really was something, man. Don't do drugs, kids, or you'll start seeing Batdance in your dreams. I'm definitely gonna see Batdance in my sleep after this. And done. Wow, what a waste of time. I'm kidding, I actually loved working on that. But seriously, I've been putting off for too long the real reboot to my channel. The White Whale. Blade of Agony. You know, I've been cooking this build-up for a long time. Now you can finally gorge yourself on it. No more interruptions, or evil clones, or cutaway gags. I'm finally making it. We're gonna be riding the lightning. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you to all my patrons and donors. I want to especially thank the Ice Burner, Lord Lando, Shrimpy, Alistair Pandemonicon, Jackal Vengeance, Luna Parker 22, Count Carl, Fantastic Vin, Vivi Lanoska, Niang Niang, Iris Wingspan, Kuro Admiral, Linksy, Exy, Sylvia Mayday, and Milky. And also a big thanks to Corny27 and TerraFred Williams for helping me make this video. A link to the mod and how to play it is in the description below, along with a link to my Ko-Fi. See you later, internet friends. Wolfenstein approaches us again. Play that Hall of Mirrors one more time.